Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gamecocks offense will start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Flushed out of the pocket. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Trying to get to him. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Harbor. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers and so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Texas Longhorns offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Palmer.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of the defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
Makes a catch and knocked down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
Caught behind the line. It's Washington. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On third down, going up top. Finds the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
On to kick it away.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back.
Lets it fly. Makes the grab at the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman Trophy conversation.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Liberty. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The expressway is wide open. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their...
Pulls it in on the left. Oh, look out. There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to pick.
Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making...
Reels it in down the left side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David, the offense. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
2nd down now after the sack. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here comes the Texas offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man,
Lofts one high and deep. And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Avoids pressure. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to come into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a man. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out.
Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down.
On the double.
So close to cashing it in for this offense.
Pound 55 weak.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Easy. Go.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Made a defender miss. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half.
Texas.
And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half, being down. I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Off the play fake. Coming after it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you. Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
That's caught. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over Houston. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, the ground game. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Wide out in motion. Now they'll try the right side. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got nothing last time, now second and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. But then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So it's an 80-yard drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you roll.
He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
South Carolina, 35. Texas, 24.
As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it down the left side. Open runway ahead. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Gets it out fast. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's gonna pass. Catch in the middle, it's golden. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Finds his man, it's Cook. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Takes the handoff. It's Baxter. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The give on the inside. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Manning. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Might as well stick with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Oh, look out! And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. Don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
28. Texas.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build on, David, you're talking about.
Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
It's 2nd down.
Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Manning. Deep shot for the end zone. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Texas.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. ULM looked less like a group of Warhawks and more like a bunch of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in Monroe, and today they found a way outside of Malone Stadium. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Lets it fly deep downfield. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there getting set. And he takes this from inside the 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that's being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.